I just want to first get your thoughts on this attack. We've heard from the Turkish government. They suspect that ISIS is responsible for this. Do you see it that way and retaliation for the Turkish government's crackdown on terrorism?
Well, it looks like it's ISIS, and they are the only ones capable of doing something of this scale. This said, that what ISIS is trying to do is kill two birds with one stone. They're really targeting Kurds in Turkey and Kurds who are supportive of the Syrian Kurds. Because if there's one group in the Middle East that has managed to bloody ISIS seriously, it has been the Syrian Kurds. The Syrian Kurds, with American support, have been attacking ISIS positions and have actually achieved great success. And therefore, ISIS has an incentive in hurting the Kurds wherever they are, whether it's in Turkey or it's in Syria. But they're also killing a second bird, if you want, by showing the Turkish government that it is incapable of protecting its own citizens. And this comes after the beginning of a crackdown, as you said, against ISIS in Turkey. Right. Until now, Turkey had been kind of reluctant to go after ISIS, but suddenly they've decided that ISIS is a threat.
Right, I'm sure ISIS also hopes to divide Turkey even further. I mean, we saw the video there of the protesters out in the streets right. And security forces out there with tear gas and water cannons. I mean, is the concern that the country will not stand united in this apparent terrorist attack, especially when it comes to tensions being reignited between the Kurds and the Turkish community?
Well, the tensions are not just between Kurds and Turks. There are tensions within the Turkish community between those who support the government and those who do not. It's interesting that on Friday, for instance, there was a large rally of ISIS supporters outside of Istanbul, where they actually had speeches attacking the government, Turkish government, threatening the Turkish government, and the police did nothing. And yet, when others protest against the Turkish government, whether it's gays and lesbians or as you saw today, the Turkish government takes a very aggressive position against them. This is the kind of stuff that will divide the Turks even more, that there is somehow a different way of dealing with those protesters who do not who are on the left, who are against the government.
Right.
Yes, it will definitely make things worse in Turkey.
And let me ask you this before we let you go, because we did mention earlier that the immediate response from the Turkish government has been to increase security at the Syria-Turkey border. But I'm just curious to get your take on, what the, I guess, big picture response will be from Turkey when it comes to its role in the coalition efforts and the fight against ISIS. Do you think this might spur Turkey to get more involved?
Well, the Turks have a very difficult decision to make because, look, they need to do three things if they want to increase pressure on ISIS. There's a very important ISIS infrastructure that has developed in Turkey. They have to take it down. They have to stop the border crossings. A lot of the foreign fighters who go to Syria and join ISIS go through Turkey, so they have to do that. And thirdly, the Americans have been asking the Turks to open up the NATO air base for strikes against ISIS. And so far, the Turks have refused. Now the Turks will have a very difficult decision to make. Will they go along with the American request? Will they clamp down? Will they take down this ISIS infrastructure? If they don't, they may not still be spared ISIS's wrath, because ISIS is the kind of organization that will go after you no matter what. And so, in a way, they're in a very, very tough situation. Yeah. And look, the border has been porous. I mean, the reason why people have been able to go across is because the Turks haven't done much.